Good morning, quilt people and seekers of the world. How are you? I'm doing great. Excited about today's topic, how to be whole. Oh, it's an option? Yes, it's very much an option. It just all has to do with where you're associating. The first thing that we need to be mindful of as we are trying to get ourselves to be whole. What does that mean, to be whole? That means that you do not have need and you do not have lack. You have a clear-eyed vision of where you're going and how to get there. Because you know you, in and of yourself, can do that. You don't ever have to look outside of yourself, ever, for anything. You have the power to get you to where you're going. It's in the concept of others where we lose ourselves. Do not associate with others. They're there for them. You're here for you. Focus. Stay focused. And the only thing you need to focus on in this whole thing, right, especially as the world is continuing to get a little more crazy. Oh, good. The only thing you have to focus on in the craziness, in the madness, in the hurt, in the pain, in the sadness, in the disease, in the wars, in all of that, there's only one thing you have to focus on. And that's you, your vibe, where you're going. All the rest, all the crazy, that's not you. And you shouldn't be associating with it unless you're seeking pain. But if you're looking to be whole and not need, not want, not experience lack, that's all self-granted. Granted to self by self. That is the only thing you need to know. Like, that's it. Whatever you do not have in your life is that which you have not granted to self. It puts a lot of responsibility on self, does it not? How to be whole is to take control of yourself and where you're going. And that means all your thoughts, all your moods, everything. What you align with. You have to take yourself on the journey. You have to lead yourself, lead your mind, lead your thinking in all things. But most people don't function from that place. They're just passive and reacting to everything that's going on around them without an idea that they are, in fact, in control of the whole show. Sure, there's some things, really big things, big country things that it feels like is out of our control. How do we deal with that? How do we deal with the Middle East? How do we deal with impending nuclear war? It's like we talked about last video. Understand your power to alchemize what is into what could be. And I know in that last video, it got a little off grid. I'm like, oh, I hope they're tracking with me. But, you know, like a while back when I was going to end this whole thing, it's because I felt like if you weren't standing in the place that I'm standing, you might not be able to see what I'm seeing. However, that just calls out me as a bad teacher. Right? If I'm a good teacher, I should be able to bring you along on the journey so that you fully understand the lessons and that you can gain mastery of your mind. That's all you need. That's what this whole thing is about. To be master and commander of you. And that's master and commander of your thoughts. Master and commander of your moods. Master and commander of where you are in life and knowing where you're going and how to get there. That's all you. All you. Like we talked about before, you can hustle or you can align. One is a lot of work and takes a lot of time. Sure, you can get there. I've done great things through hustling. Ooh. Read the book. It's all in there. Right? I have lived. And for that, I am blessed. No, truly, 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 for everything that has brought me to this moment, I am blessed. There is no bad, because bad lives in service to complaint. And complaint isn't going to get you there. Joy will. But complaint keeps that which you are seeking away from self. So, being self-guided. It's a level of personal power that I have rarely seen modeled on earth. There are master teachers that I have seen who, because the portal of jailbreaking the matrix, so it all bends to your will, is found where? It's found in stillness. It's not found in trying to fight and fix the world. No. It's found in silence. It's found in knowing that you do not have to hustle. All you have to do is align. But you gotta be clear on where you're going in order to align to anything, right? What's on your North Star? And that can change, which is the great thing about this. Several times in here, I have changed what's written on my North Star, have I not? I started with joy. Oh no, I started with life at ease. Then I went to joy. And then I went to money, right? Oh my gosh, I have the best job. It is so exciting to be changing the world through real estate development and sustainability. It's just, I won't get into it, but oh man, I manifested that. Didn't even have to leave the house for the job interview. My boss came all the way from the Netherlands to my house. Right? Because I was trying to align. Oh, this person feels right. Oh, this person does not feel right. But if you're not clear on where you're going, you can't align your way through transactions and people, right? To know what feels good, what, right? That lives in service to where I'm going. Yes, this person sees me. Yes, this person is on board with Team Dale. And there's lots of people who aren't, and that's fine. Team Dale's a little weird. Right? Because Team Dale doesn't live by any prescribed thought or, belief subscribed by others. Don't do that. Take control. No. Do not sign up for any group that lives in service to someplace you're not going. Know where you're going. You do not have to hustle. You do not have to work hard. You do not have to try. You do not have to effort. Are you that powerful? Yes, you are. If you say you are. It all starts there. It's all self-granted. You do not get to tell yourself life is hard. You do that and life will be hard. You are a self-fulfilling prophecy and it all starts there. What's going on in your head? Is life hard? Is the world terrible? Are people disappointing? Well, because those are just people you're not supposed to be aligning with. Yeah, lots of people are terrible, but they're not, to us, but to themselves, they are not terrible, and they are just their own little speck of consciousness trying to figure themselves out. We can attack the enemy, or we can educate them. They're not bad people. They are maybe misinformed. They are maybe living in service to something other than love, right? Because in this world, you will see two types of people. One who live in service to love, other finger. Let's try that again. People who live in service to love, right? Or people who live in service to righteousness. You can be happy or you can be right. Anywhere there is certainty of righteousness is in living in service to the ego. That is the energy signature of the ego. It's complaint, right? Don't go there. Don't hang out there. Those are not your people. The people who feel exciting and fun and abundant and lucrative and like all these things that are high vibration words, those are your people. But the people who feel like work and the people who feel like not fun and the people who feel like they're going to rip you off or like you just don't feel particularly safe and you always have to have kind of boundaries, those are not your people. Leave. I recently ended long-term relationships of about 30 years with an entire group of people. Because of that, I got sick and they didn't know what to do with me. I started writing books, not because I needed another hobby, clearly, but because I was trying to save my life. And not only could they not understand that, they didn't even want to know about it. I was like turned into a pariah within groups that I used to feel love and comfort from. So that was just like, not aligning there anymore. Do not ever live for them. Do not ever do for them. You're not here for them. You are not here for them. You are here for you. Like I talked about last video, getting sick and having to work my way out of that energy band, out of that dis-ease. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. And I went to go hang out with the dystonia support groups, right? I'm like, okay, these are my people. They're all struggling with the same thing that I am. But they're not struggling with it in the same way because they have all resigned to what is. And I live in service to what could be. They're all sick. They're all sick and pathetic and sad. That's not my story. Sure, I have an incurable neurological movement disorder that has the potential to put me in a wheelchair and cripple me for life. Is that happening anywhere? Is that happening? It is not. I don't associate with that truth. And everyone in the support group did. Do you see? You can live in service to what is, or you can live in service to what could be. And I only see that vision. I only see health. I only see wealth. I only see abundance. I only see happiness. And anything that doesn't fit into that vision of where I'm going, I am locked on. Anything that does not fit into that vision of where I'm going must be removed. I'm not doing it anymore, living in service to those who are crappy and not treating me with respect or dignity. No. It's up to you. Are you taking yourself on the journey? Are you in control of your thoughts and your mind? Are all your thoughts living in service to your North Star? Are all your words living in service to your North Star? Are all your actions living in service to your North Star? That's how you manifest. Manifesting starts where? It's the whole game. The whole game is your thoughts, your words, and your vibe. Right? So I lock on to that North Star, which this time, right, I kind of have a new North Star, which is to break the back of white supremacy. I'll say it again. I live in service to break the back of white supremacy in North America. It ends with me. This bigoted religious nonsense. Clean yourselves up. How dare you? How dare you participate in that which says kill all the gay people? No more. No more. No more dead gay kids. And if you don't see the through line from literature that says, when you find two men having sex together, you should kill them both. They have blood guilt on their hands. If you don't see the direct through line between that little piece of bigotry and Matthew Shepard being hung up on a fence, I'd be happy to explain it to you in a private conversation. I am here to break the back of white supremacy. I am here to end religious bigotry in the Christian, Mormon, and Jewish faith. And if you do not understand how bigoted those institutions are, how homophobic they are, I will be happy to explain that to you in a private conversation. You do not get your bigotry. You can have your religion. Have at it. But that which lives in service to marginalizing others must be removed from all public spaces. So that's my North Star. Fun, right? But I'm not going to do it by fixing or fighting. How do I do that without complaint? How do I do that without fixing and fighting? I align to that which lives in service to that which is easy, that which is fun. We pride parade our way to success. We pride parade our way into joy and a new paradigm. All this negativity, you don't have to fight it. It fights itself, right? All you have to do in order to defeat evil is to educate and love the minds who believe evil is real. Evil is not real. What is real? That which continues without thought is real. So religion. Once all the minds who are participating in that religion go away, does that religion live on? It does not. It's a thought construct. It's not real. Same with money, right? And although we all love money, oh my gosh, biggest fan of money. Love, 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 love. And I'm going to be super wealthy. This job that I have now, oh my gosh. Like, I'm having to internally grow and expand in order to be that level of wealthy. I can do that. That's where my life work lives, right? And it's constantly adjusting yourself internally to expand, to be bigger, to take up more space in the universe, right? And that's how I end white supremacy. Not by fighting it, not by fixing it, not by aligning to love. Because when you align to love and crappy pulls up next to you, well, it instantly gets called out in terms of what its true nature is. You don't have to fight it. You just have to resonate with a whole bunch of love, right? We had an altercation with a neighbor who was very homophobic and said we shouldn't have the right to live in this neighborhood. I could have attacked him, right? But I tried to hold a space of love for him. And I said, are you okay? Because he was like verbally assaulting us. And I was like, are you okay? Do you need a hug? Like, can I help you out here? And it just called out his crazy even more. It called out his hate even more because I was being there for him. I was being loving for him when he was clearly in distress. His world is shifting, right? And that's why these, boomer generation are struggling so much because everything that they understand in terms of definition of what is what has all changed, right? In terms of like gender, oh my gosh, well, how far we come on that? In terms of humanity, in terms of personal expression, like all these things are out of their control and they feel angry and they feel scared. Don't attack the scared. Don't attack the angry. Show up for them. Show up for them. Love them. Ask them if they need help. Ask them what they need in order to feel whole. In order to feel whole, we must not want. We must not need. Can you get there? I am whole in and of myself, on my own say-so. I am happy. I am healthy. I am wealthy. And I am wise. On my own say-so. Life is not hard. Life is easy. And watch me find the people to align with, who see me, who are excited about me, you want to give me money? Yeah, right? You don't have to fight it. Again, all that crazy, it fights itself. Step out. The opening of Handsome Devils, I wrote a quote that was, let the evolution of your mind be the act of rebellion that you seek with the most passion. Evolving, being whole, being joyful, and being of love is an act of rebellion. Can you do that? Again, individuate. Become so sovereign from the rest of the world that they live outside your space and they do not affect you in any way. Stay home. Stay home. Stay here. Stay right here. Only focus on you and your vibe and your words and where you're going. Resonate clearly with your power. And you can only resonate clearly with your power in meditation or walking meditation. Right? Associate there, see there, tap in there. Don't let any thought take you down a different path. Take yourself on the journey. Be self-guided in all things. How to be whole. It's not, it's hard to do, but it's not difficult in concept, right? Because you just have to tell yourself that you are. You just have to tell yourself that you're powerful, that you're healthy, that you're wealthy, that you're wise. And just pump yourself up every day with all that, right? I would suggest, however, that you go for regular clearing and cleaning, because there's like a lot of garbage just living in this world. You turn on the news and it's like, oh, God, garbage all over you, right? Clear that out. Clear your energy field and keep it free, right? And keep it open and keep it loving. It's all up to you. No one's coming to save you. Except maybe you. But maybe that's why you're here. Anyways, that's where we are today. I did want to talk a little bit about some of the quilt things I have going on, because I have a quilt show that I'm going to be doing here in Palm Springs sometime next year. I'm going to start working on those projects very soon. This quilt behind me is called Crossplay, and as always, you can always get my patterns and things at quiltingcowboy.com under the shop tab. I'm also making little teddy bears. This one, my friend, lost his mother. And she used to wear this sweater to garden that he always loved. And so after she passed, he wanted to make 2 teddy bears out of her sweater, out of her gardening sweater for himself and his sister. So I made him this one. Yay! I can also make them larger, and this one is a dog instead of a bear. All right, so they can be this size, or they can be the little size. Little size is $80. This is $120. If you ever want to reach me, you can always email me at quiltingcowboy@gmail.com. Anyways, that's where we are today. I hope that was helpful, and I will talk to you soon. All right, bye.